諦めない心君とならば頑張れる無駄なことはないよ上を向いて笑おう一度きりの時だからでもたまにいい仕事をする
お前よくわかったな俺が危ないって
Delinquent Ju Jusawa is a lone wolf who does not see much use in befriending people, so when a girl named Ame Ochibana claims that they are linked together from their previous lives, he is highly skeptical and doesn't want anything to do with her. Even stranger is that her fondest wish is to be his servant. Thinking that Ame must be delusional, he tries to distance himself from her, but when a classmate is murdered, Ju instead decides to keep her close, believing the strange girl could be the culprit. However, her intelligence and skill begin to prove invaluable as the two begin working together to solve the murder. Then Tatakina Kanojo weaves together a story of love, loss, and devotion, showing that allies can be found in the most unlikely of places.
花になりたいのですどんな時もずっと
Number 9.
Putting his life on the line, William Ketch leaves his loved ones behind and sets out to battle a mysterious monster, and even though he is victorious, he is rendered frozen in ice. It is during his icy slumber that terrifying creatures known as beasts emerge on the Earth's surface and threaten humanity's existence. William awakens 500 years later only to find himself the sole survivor of his race as mankind is wiped out. Together with the surviving races, William takes refuge on the floating islands in the sky. Living in fear of the beasts below, he lives a life of loneliness and only does odd jobs to get by. One day, he is tasked with being a weapons storehouse caretaker. Thinking nothing of it, William accepts, but he soon realizes that these weapons are actually part of a group of young leprechauns.
花になりたいのですどんな時もずっと
Number 8.
一郎のせいだ
Ichiro Sato is an ordinary high school student who pretended that he was a hero by the name of Maryuin Koga back in middle school, which led to others frequently bullying him. Now that he has left this embarrassing phase behind, he does his best to avoid standing out and living a peaceful life, although he feels the world has become quite dull. But when he makes his way back to school one night to grab a textbook he left in class, he runs into a strange girl wearing a costume. This girl, Ryoko Sato, happens to be his classmate and is affected by the exact same condition that he once had, holding on to a delusion that she is someone else and dressing up to reflect this. The very next day, Ichiro is asked by his teacher to become friends with Ryoko, to which he adamantly refuses, unwilling to be reminded of his own history.
花になりたいのですどんな時もずっと
Number 7.
全力で君を支えるよ、フィーナ。お
At a time of peace between the Earth and Moon, in the aftermath of the Great War between them, on Earth, young Tatsuya Sagiri is amazed to learn that his home is to have a lunar exchange student for a homestay guest. Even more amazingly, his guest is none other than the Princess of Lunar Sphere Kingdom, Fina Fam Earthleg. As Tatsuya struggles to deal with the ramifications of this, and as tensions between Earth and Moon, he also learns that there is more to this homestay than meets the eye, and that he and Fina have a shared destiny.
Number 6.
いやマジで可愛いよ。
It's spring, the season where students start getting used to their school life. Haruka, Mishima and Tore Honda, both high school freshmen, are excited to start their new school life. Meanwhile, Nasa Sanagi, the only member of the cooking club, continues his activities working hard on the mission he was assigned. Natsu Asumi, second-year student, has matured since his freshman year, while the third-year students, Mikado Nakajima and Masamune Sakura Koji, watch him over with a smile. All of them go to a combini when classes are over, where they can meet, relax, and create some everlasting memories.
Number 5.
帰りたい。それとも僕に助けてほしい。
Asaba Naoyuki is an ordinary high school student. As a member of his school's press club, he has just spent the summer camping outside the local military base in hopes of seeing the UFOs that are secretly kept there, according to a local legend. Returning to school, he meets a strange girl, Iriya Kana, and gradually comes to realize that she is more than merely strange, and that a dark secret lies beneath the world that he knows.
Number 4.
駅までだぞ。
もう絶対に言えなくなった。隠すしかできなくなった。本当の心を。
Every day, a young girl wearing a mask stands by the beach and sings a nostalgic melody. After experiencing two sudden heart-wrenching partings when she was only a child, Nino Arisugawa has been singing her songs to the ocean. Bound by a promise made with her two childhood friends, her first love, Momo Sakaki, and a boy who composed music, Kanade Yusu Yusuriha, having never met each other, the boys both individually promised that if Nino was ever separated from them, her voice would be the beacon to reunite them once again. After 6 long years, destiny has finally placed Nino, Momo, and Yusu in the same high school. However, the passage of time has changed many things in their lives.
Number 3.
あれ今日雨だ。
ダメ、スマホダメ。
でも洗濯。
もうゴロゴロしよう。
買い物も行かなきゃなんだけど。
ダメ。
Chisato Misusawa is a calm and collected assistant officer manager who apparently dislikes drinking alcohol, but she actually likes it and has a secret side to her that emerges only when drunk, her cute persona which she only reveals to her husband, the bartender Sora. Each day when Chisato comes home, Sora takes care of his beloved wife, providing her with a good meal and a fresh drink. These drinks include plum split, Irish coffee, orange breeze, and many more tasty concoctions that she eagerly gulps down. But as much as she likes alcohol, she loves her kind-hearted husband even more. Together, they share a life that is filled with happiness and a more than occasional cocktail.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number
This story follows the life of 3 couples, each one of them in a different phase of love, trying to make their feelings known to the person their love is directed. Yoji and Chiaki have a long-running relationship, but everything changes when Yoji receives an attractive work offer who accepts it without a doubt. Once he tells Chiaki, she becomes cold and distant with him. Haruki is a famous woodcarver's nephew and his dream is to become one as well. Aoi is his childhood friend who he has a strong bond with. Everything changes when Aoi's friend says she's going to confess her feelings to Haruki. Takumi works as an employee at Nando's cableway. One day he meets a girl who, after helping, offers him a ride with her on the cableway and then confesses she's been looking at him for a while.
Number 1.
だからありがとうだよ。
もう本当になんであんたはいつも
During a literature club meeting, the 4 club members along with their faculty advisor's niece suddenly find themselves with supernatural powers. Now capable of fabricating dark flames, resident Chunibyo Jurai Ando is the most ecstatic about their new abilities. Unfortunately, his own is only for show and unable to accomplish anything of substance. Moreover, he is completely outclassed by those around him. Fellow club member Tomoyo Kansaki manipulates time. Jurai's childhood friend Hatoko Kushikawa wields control over the 5 elements. Club president Sayumi Takanashi can repair both inanimate objects and living things, and their advisor's niece Chifuyu Himeki is able to create objects out of thin air.